again. If you watched my last Thunderbirds video, you'd have seen this binder in it before. Unfortunately, this new set they didn't produce a binder for, so I just had to get one of the originals. But this is the second version of the Thunderbirds set they created. Guess they did a successful time with the first one. So this is the base set. And then they did autograph cards, and they did colour variation ones, and then they did proof ones. I'll show you what I mean. So we've got the black signature, the blue signature, and then they've done this black and white card, which is the proof one, and they got them to do black signature and blue signature on there. So there could be a total of 4 variants in some cases. I haven't managed to get them all, but pretty close. So we've got the director, David Graham, the voice of Parker, and he was the voice of Brains. You will see a lot of, repetition. They did do a lot of voices, these ones. Gordon Tracy, Carano, and then Jeremy Wilkin did the voice of Virgil Tracy, sadly passed away. We've got Joe Cuff the Puppeteer, Mary Turner, and then we've got Matt Zimmerman, who is the voice of Alan Tracy. He's also done about 6 different cards, and with his ones he also did a green variation. So there's black, blue, green, and the proof one. So I've managed to get most of all the variations. I think there's one I'm missing, which is a shame. I'm still looking out for that one. So there's no proof one on that one yet. But all the rest I've got them. And then they did a dual sign card. I've got a couple of colour variations and the proof, which is limited to 16. They've put a little sticker on it there. And then they did some cut autograph cards for people who had passed away. And they bought like these, you can tell are from old trading cards they've just cut up, or just place this over the top of it, so it's slightly indentated there. And then you've got the Jerry Anderson, the creator of it. That's off of, I think, a postcard. And then they did these stamp cards, which the British government published a set of Thunderbird stamps, and they've bought them, cut them up, and placed them in these. And then they did a couple of error cards where they put the Captain Scarlet and Joe 90 ones in instead. So I managed to get those as well. They did some printing plates. And then they've got promo cards. They've got quite a lot for this set. Web exclusive ones and proof ones. Another coming soon set. Then they done this one. And these ones were done because Jeremy Wilkin passed away at the time, so they decided to release 2 different cards and the proof set for those. Those are limited to 50. A few more they released just before the release of the actual binder, just to tempt people to get into it. And then they've done these metallic-y ones as like a sort of Christmassy release. It came with a set of other cards from different series, just as a generic, this is what we've got coming out, or this is what we've had out over the year. And they did a bronze version, and then a gold version, and then just a black and white bronze version. And then whoever bought these sets, the dealers that would sell them to general public, they gave the dealers promos themselves, which have their details on the back, whether it's their eBay address or whether it's just their email or something, so people knew how to contact them and get a hold. Usually if you bought something off the dealer, they might throw in one of these free, or they might sell them for £5 or £10 depending, which was very nice of them. So they got the normal versions, and then they also did proof versions for them, which were a little bit more exclusive. So those ones, generally, they'd sell to people. Most of them I managed to find on eBay. You had ones that made up a puzzle piece or just individual ones. I'm not 100% certain if they got to choose what image they wanted on the front or whether it was just picked for them. But there are some quite nice ones that have come out of that. But there are certainly a lot of dealers, as you can see, that have bought their items and managed to get promos because of it. As far as I'm aware, I do have a complete set of those, although they never usually publish the full set, so there could be surprises out there. And then they did sketch cards. They had about 8 or 9 different artists doing sketch cards, and I've managed to get at least one from each artist I know of that was on the set. And artists, when they did the cards for the set, they were allowed to keep some called artist proof cards, and I managed to contact a few of the artists and get them to draw certain things on the cards. As you can see, this wouldn't have been in the packs. This has the little AP symbol there, and that means it's an artist proof card. Some of them didn't actually realise that, so they've just kept back the normal ones. So as you see, that one's an AP, but that one was actually in the packs, so obviously he didn't realise at the time, or he didn't personally want to keep the AP one. So I've got quite a few on these. There's another puzzle. This is a set of 5, but of course the binders only take 3, so I've had to sort of split it up, sadly. But he's certainly done a very beautiful job on capturing the scene. There's the other bit of the puzzle. And then I managed to get 5 puzzle cards, or 5 artist proof cards there, so he's done me a nice little puzzle, which I do really appreciate. It does have a lot of detail in it. And then just a few more. I find that one quite funny, where Lady Penelope's got Parker firing at a British speed camera. So quite a nice little jokey one for the set. I don't know if you can just see that in the camera. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this, and thanks for watching.